Welcome to Dare to Dream, the podcast where we deep dive into the journeys of dreamers, doers, and disruptors. I am Hardeep Singh Sarna, and every week we bring you powerful conversations with people who dare to break the mold and chase their unique path to success. Today we have a guest whose story truly lives up to our name. Lakshya Khanduri is not just a dreamer, he is a relentless achiever who has turned vision into reality one bold step at a time. Lakshya has shown what it means to follow your passion with purpose and grit. Let's get to know him more. A very warm welcome to Lakshya ji for the first podcast with Lumix Dare to Dream.
Thank you so much, Hardeep Singh, to invite me here. It's an honor. It's an opportunity to basically sit in front of you and talk to you. You are a very experienced and a handsome man. So I am really, really honored to be here. And, just talking to you is something that apart from camera, I enjoy as well. It's just not being here and talking to you is something that I'm looking forward to. I also enjoy talking to you when we are not in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So it's more like our conversation today will be heard by, I don't know, 100,000, whatever people are going to watch this thing. And thank you so much for having me, here.
I would say that pleasure is all mine. You've been the first person to be on this podcast.
Thank you so much.
And, I still remember the day we started our association, and you have been full of passion. You have been full of energy, and that shows. And that really is very, very admirable.
Thank you so much.
So, same on that point. I would like to just ask you one simple question. How you would like yourself to be known by people in general, your team, the world at large? How you would like to be known as?
It's a very tricky question. So obviously, how we play in our head of when we think of ourselves in our head, basically it's very different, And how do we want to be seen by people is very different, But what I try to personally do is whatever I think of myself, I want to basically portray that in front of everybody, And there is no, I want to create an honest image. So that's why if you have seen me, talking, I do not have a lot of filters, I'm when I'm excited, I'm really excited. I bring that emotion in front of you, everybody who I'm talking to. When I'm a little bit, I'm confused. So I bring that emotion really, in front of anybody that I'm talking to. So I think I want to come across as an honest kid from Dehradun, who has big dreams,
Right.
and want to basically tell stories that make a change in society, to be honest, though I'm not really doing that currently, to be honest, but I really want to tell stories and meaningful stories that brings impact in this world. And to answer your question specifically, I want to come out as a very honest person, which I am, I think. So
You are, no doubt about that. I in my eyes, I always portray Lakshay to be very, very honest person who can put his words, who can put his thoughts across.
Yes.
That's really appreciable because it is very difficult to find that way.
Correct. You're right.
People normally always come up with some kind of dramatics,
Yes.
which is missing.
Yeah.
Which is missing here, and that is being appreciated. I really
you so much.
say that. So right from day one, you wanted to be into this industry, or you had some other dreams, and there was some incident which took you over here. So what was your starting point, when you thought that, yes, I want to be into this film industry?
So there were multiple things, to be honest, which directed me towards, making films, And by making films, I still don't consider myself a filmmaker because, there is a saying, you're only a filmmaker when you have made films. We are more like content creators, video creators, and we are still on that journey. We're learning, But having said that, there were 2-3 instrumental scenarios in my life, incidents in my life that made me go towards this. One was losing my father very early in my life, I lost my father very early in my life. So I shouldn't say that in front of the camera, but I started working when I was 14-year-old.
Oh.
So school was happening, but at the same time, I tried to do something, apart from that. I started designing newspapers. At that point of time, newspaper were a thing.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to be somewhere around media only, but that's where the journey started. And then basically it evolved into basically, like news channel. Then I started supporting, I started editing a lot of news stuff for
Okay.
people. Then
Okay.
then I opened my YouTube channel in 2007. So that's where the trajectory changed. So at that point of time, 2007 was like way back, like nobody knew about YouTube. There were like very few people that knew internet also, like at that point of time. So I opened my YouTube channel. I used to do stunt riding,
Okay.
and which is still a taboo in India, basically, because it is not considered as a motorsport. So I wanted to show the world what I am capable of. That's where I started documenting my stunts and basically stunt riding, and along with my friends, basically, like I had more friends which had like similar mindset and similar kind of skills, doing stunts and stuff. So I documented that and started putting it on YouTube.
Okay.
So then I started getting views. At that point of time, I remember one of our videos like blew off, and it got international recognition.
Oh, wow. That's great.
So I got like 25,000 views in 2008 in one of our videos. At that point of time, still 20,000 views are too much. This is what I believe.
Yeah.
But at that point of time, I was feeling, I was feeling very
Seventh
proud.
heaven or something.
Yeah, I was feeling very proud. I was like, this is what I have to do because people are loving it. So again, that's how the journey started. And Team Evolution, which is our passion project, you can say, which is our motive in life. It's basically a collection of people where we are a hip hop collective. We are into rap music, we are into stunt riding, we are into graffiti, we are into dance and whatnot, like all hip hop elements. So that dream basically, was seeded that day, basically to get that YouTube channel, those people, like-minded people, in front of the people, like in front of the world.
Right.
And currently we are at like 2.5 lakh subscribers. We have built, I can say, a cult around that. I'll not say an organization, more of like a club or maybe, like more of a team, because it's called Team Evolution. And so like stunt riding, all of these things, like played a very big role. But coming to professional bit, so you have to support your dreams with money,
Right.
So you won't believe, like in 2007 I passed out, and the first project that was commissioned to me was for Intel.
Oh, it
Yes.
is a big name at that point in time, I would say.
Yes. And the first paycheck, sir, that I got was for like 50,000 rupees at that point of time. As soon as I got that paycheck, first of all, I was like, this will not get, because that time you would get literally a check,
Yes.
that,
That was
because
not
there were no
online
wire
transactions.
transfers.
There were no, yes.
Yes, so I got a check. So first of all, I got that check, cashed out in the bank. Still then I was saying I am being scammed. Like I will not that kind of money. So as soon as I got the money in hand, I was like, bro, this is something you have to do from right now. Like you have to just pursue this as a career. So I shouldn't also say this, but my younger brother was in ninth standard at that
Okay.
point of time. I asked him to drop his school. I started teaching him filmmaking. I was like, from now, you have to just learn, like films. Though we did homeschooling and, like he did all his stuff with open school and stuff. But I was like, don't waste your time in school. Come out. Now you have to make money. So, so that's how basically, like these three scenarios, these three incidents were very instrumental.
So you acted as a mentor for your brother.
You
So
can say
if-
that, yes.
So who was your mentor then in that case? Who mentored you to, get into this creative thought process?
There are a few names, but I will call out one person which has been like a key person in my life. His name is Vineet Panchi.
Okay.
He only commissioned the first work to me.
Okay.
Basically, he trusted a small town kid with
Right.
with this big project, like, and but look, he has he has helped me with my personal life, with because I lost my father. So basically, you need a guide
Yeah.
in your life, like
Yes.
like a male figure in your
Right.
life that will guide you. So he has been that, and he has taught me practical things as well as emotional things, like emotional strength he has built in me.
Okay.
And he has done a lot. So to summarize that he has been a key person.
Okay. Which
Yeah.
played the important role
Yeah,
at that point in
important
time.
role, yes.
But one thing that that comes to my mind over here is that you just said that there is a team. It's more of a club. It's
Yeah.
not an organization.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, we have been studied. We have been part of corporate world for a pretty long time.
Yes, sir.
It is very difficult to manage team unless
Correct.
until roles and things are not defined
place.
clearly. That's
Yeah.
what we have been taught. That's what we have been gone through. How you people are in a position to manage this thing, because everybody has got their own talents.
Correct.
Everybody has into their own creative thoughts.
Correct.
So, and it becomes equally difficult.
You're
so how
right.
you do that?
I think it's a very good question, sir, because what happens, managing people is one thing, but managing creative people is another.
Yeah.
Because when you want to manage people and the team that is creative, that wants to do something out of the box always, it's very difficult to basically keep them on deadlines, ask them to do what you expect out of them. So I will tell you one thing, that we have never hired people. The people professionally as well, and in liberal arts productions as well, and as well as in Team Evolution, people have joined us because they wanted to do something with us. The first criteria of joining the team is basically, can you do enough for the team? Can you stand up when there is no one, like standing up? So getting people on board is the place where most of the talent get filtered. Like somebody which has like a political mind or something like that, he will never survive in this place, because everybody is very honest. Like
Right.
they're like, they speak their heart out.
Yeah.
We've been working with people professionally. We've been working with people for 2 decades now. So
Okay.
imagine the kind of and there have been people that has left us.
I was coming to that point,
Yeah.
because even in that case, we can be so precautious,
Yeah.
but there might be some mistakes. There might be
Absolutely.
some, point.
That's how you learn.
That's how you learn. That's a learning process actually, which in any case we have to face.
Correct, sir. So to be honest, like it has happened. People has left us, but I think it's good for the team only, because whoever is left is a chunk who believes in themselves as well as in the team, the ideology, the values.
Yeah.
Basically is what I can say. The core pillar basically in our are the values, and some of them are really unsaid and unmentioned.
Okay.
Though some of them are like brotherhood and stuff like that, but some of the values that comes from within, like you don't
Right.
have to even say that. So I'll say that we've been fortunate enough to find that talent, that kind of people, that who are honest and like who are like humble and that kind of stuff. So yeah.
I would say, like, who are more team oriented people,
Correct.
That's very much required, and that's what
Absolutely.
you must be looking forward to.
Yes.
So one very straight question.
Yeah.
Still or video? Which one is your forte, or which one you prefer more?
Video, sir.
But why?
People can like go against me on this, but video is like 25 stills in 1 second. So
Right.
it's a very like technical answer, but from video is what I believe we are able to tell layered emotions. Like for example, it's audio and visual when it goes together. It's just not video all the time. It's
Right.
also audio. And you are engaging 2 senses of a human being when you're doing video. Rather than with photography, you're only engaging 1 sense, which is
Right.
you're looking at the photo. So audio in video is something that I think has a huge potential to tell a story, to drive impact, to to make people empathize with whatever you're trying to say or show them. So overall, any day, video for me, video is the way to go.
But
But having said that, sorry, sir, having said that, stills are okay. Stills are good.
no, but the point is, just think for that time period when you said there are 2 points, audio and video both.
Yeah,
There was a time when there used to be a silent movies.
correct. You're right. You're
How
right, sir.
difficult it would have been for those people to shoot a video without any sound, without any dialogue, without anything. So
Imagine.
conveying the message. Huh?
So I can't even imagine, sir. So I try to imagine myself in that era. Like if I would have been there, what would I have done? But for me, I can't imagine. It's impossible. It's very difficult. It's one of the most difficult things that people have done at that point of time. Is basically without audio, they have conveyed messages,
Conveyed messages.
made
Yeah.
people laugh,
Yeah.
and made people cry, made people jump out of their
Yes.
seats. The first video that was played was a train coming towards the camera.
Yeah.
Basically, people jumped off their seats, and that had no audio.
Yeah.
So just looking at that, train coming towards them, they were like, "Oh shit!" like this thing is real. This is coming towards me.
That's what I also can imagine. It would have been very, very difficult for them. Even we have
Absolutely.
watched those movies and we have loved those movies.
Correct, yes,
The
sir.
kind of effort that
Right.
those guys might have put in, that was tremendous. Which in today's world, it's altogether a different story.
Absolutely, absolutely. But having said that, stills again evoke emotions. Stills also are a way of telling stories. But because I'm personally a video guy, so I'm more inclined towards that. So
Okay.
yeah.
So, taking you out of your own work, can you name any film which given some great message to you, or you might have felt deeply moved? Anything that you remember?
So there are multiple films, but I'll name one for you. I got moved a lot by watching The Dark Knight,
Okay.
which is a Batman film. It's directed
Right.
by Christopher Nolan. It's the second part
Okay.
of that series. It was a 3-part series, movies basically. The second part, The Dark Knight. For the first time in my life, I empathized with a villain,
With the villain.
the Joker.
Right.
We've always seen Batman and comics. I'm like a DC fan.
Right.
So we've always seen Joker as like somebody who's evil, who is. But he had, in that film also, he's evil, But there was something about that character that moved me.
Okay.
I'm not saying that I'm inspired by him, by the way. I'm just mentioning that how a director or a writer or whoever basically developed a character and showed it to the audience where you want to understand him more rather than the Batman, the hero.
The Batman, the hero.
Yes. So that unfolds another, say, what you can say that. It's like it's a revolution. It's a revolution that happens once you try understanding the other side.
Right.
We've always been like, there is a hero that will save the day, and ultimately, like everybody will praise him.
He is going to be the winner ultimately.
Yes. But for that particular movie, I was like, wait, that character is more interesting than the hero
The hero
itself. So it unfolded a new thing in me. So I started thinking in a new way after that. So like this happened with me there.
So this really helped you, or you thought about changing your own creativity in some other ways?
Yes, sir.
Did it brought something changes in
Yes,
your own
yes,
ways
it
of
did.
shooting?
So what happens? Usually, creative people take one approach
Right.
when they are writing something. For example, say when they are, or maybe directing or even capturing a frame. They think the first thing, the instinctive thing that comes to them, basically, like this is the right angle, this is the right story, this is the right way to tell it. They approach that. Usually, creative people are very emotional and instinctive.
Right.
Having said that, once I saw that film, I started thinking from other, वो बोलते हैं ना सिक्के के दो पहलू होते
दो
हैं.
पहलू हो गए.
So I started also thinking the other पहलू. So अगर ये instinctively मेरे दिमाग में आया तो ठीक opposite क्या है? What is the complete opposite of this?
So if I would have to put it in a layman's word,
Yeah.
normally every cinematographer normally thinks about the hero, how that guy has to be portrayed, right?
Correct,
A
you're right.
hero, that is the most important character in the film.
Yeah.
So then your thoughts changed and you started thinking about the other characters.
Yes.
The negative character.
Yes.
That is also very, very important to
Yes.
be portrayed in a way that that gives a clear-cut message to the audience.
Absolutely.
Is that
Also,
what?
yes, absolutely, sir. Also, they develop, so you develop in your audience that this is not the only way to look at this.
Right,
For example, if you want to do wildlife photography,
right.
you look at a bird.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I want to click a photograph of that bird on that, whatever branch. But then there is a 3/4 angle that you want to have, Why not a back angle? Where we might not see its, but we will see what the bird is looking at as well.
Yes.
Maybe the bird is blur now. We have focused on the background. You getting my point?
Right.
So that kind of stuff basically starts happening in your mind once you start thinking it other way.
To some extent, I agree. Like, I have always seen, if I go by wildlife photography itself, people might have shot birds, animals or something like that, keeping the focus on the bird itself
Yes.
or the main animal
Yes.
only. But they have never focused on prey. Prey is out of focus.
Correct.
So
So
that can
like
also
that.
be a different
Yes.
thought process.
Yes. The bird is basically blur. You're focusing on what she's or he,
she's-
whatever, looking at.
The prey,
Yeah,
ultimately,
the prey.
right?
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah. So that kind of, like ideology and that kind of thinking starts happening in your mind.
So today, if I ask you to share your experiences over the period of time, like how was your learning journey for learning? It was trial and error. It was complete, education on photography, on videography. How was it, like your learning age?
So to be honest, I got exposed to internet really early in my life.
Right.
My both parents were doctors, so they used to do the reports. They were radiologists, so
Okay.
there were a lot of reports happening in our clinic, and those were done on computer.
Okay.
At that point of time, I got personally introduced to internet really early, so I started googling stuff. So I had an habit of, so a lot of questions came to my mind, and there was no right people to ask them. For example, I remember, like really early in my life, like I was 6 or 7 years old, I had a question like, ये आंसू कहाँ से आते हैं?
Okay.
Like, मतलब like it's a very
Tell me why.
so like कहाँ से आते हैं? For example, like where exactly they come from, because like you can't make out where in the eyes where it comes from, but there are like pores
Yes.
and stuff. So I started googling these kind of stuff. So I was very curious kid. So again, YouTube University is what I can say made me a filmmaker today.
That was altogether a different exposure. During our days, it used to be Tell Me Why books.
Yes.
There were like 3 volumes of different books by the name of Tell Me Why, because
Yeah.
all such questions were there.
Correct. Yeah.
Meteorites.
Yes. Yes. I was very inclined towards that. Encyclopedias. I used to read a lot.
Right.
And I was a curious kid, is what I can say. So trial and error, yes. There is a lot of trial and error. I think everybody learns like that. They have to try, they make some mistakes, they fail, they come back, they basically contemplate why they failed, and then basically, they start learning, and they start evolving.
Okay.
That's how everybody learns.
Any mistake or failure that you would like to share it here?
Yes, there are a lot. So audio is a very crucial part of video, is
Right.
what I believe. It's why it is called AV, why it is called audio first and video second. Because
Never thought
audio
about
comes first. Audio is very, very important.
Right.
I realized that way later than I should. So I remember basically, like recording audio when I'm taking interviews or maybe, testimonials. I don't used to, like monitor audio. I was like, levels आ रहे हैं, ठीक है, shoot कर लो.
Right.
And I didn't do that. I don't know. Maybe the first camera that I was using basically didn't had, like monitoring. It started from there. But eventually, I started, taking care of audio a lot. There was a incident that happened. So I was shooting for OLX, and we were doing a series of TV ads for them.
Okay.
and in one of the ads, the audio didn't record really well. So I think the biggest mistake for me was that. So we had to dub the entire thing,
Oh.
and it didn't came out well. So because actual audio is actual audio, dubbed audio is never too good until unless there is a trained voice actor or something like that, like you're working with. So yeah, so the biggest mistake is basically, not taking audio like a very, it's a very big thing. Basically, audio is very important.
Okay. So the message is that first of all, you check your audio systems properly.
Yes.
Then start the shooting.
But I think with the 32-bit float bit thing, basically the audio can be managed a lot now, because at our time we have to like mix it in the camera or whatever device you were using. But with 32-bit float coming into the picture, I think you can record at very low levels and then go back and like do whatever. Basically,
Okay.
it's like raw for audio.
So, like, as you rightly said that, audio is most important because ultimately the whole shoot is dependent on that.
Yeah.
Post editing, like, it might take more time.
Correct.
In case if you miss out on this thing.
For sure.
But if we talk about genres,
Yeah.
so which genre is your, like, favorite, or you evolved over the period of time? You started off with your shooting in one particular genre and then you moved on to some other genre.
Yeah.
Is it like this? Or
So
which way
we
you-
keep hopping basically, because it's our creative. There are two ways to this. One is basically what you want to do as passion projects. Like it keeps, like we like Rolling Stones. All creative people are like Rolling Stones.
Right.
They start with something, then they evolve into something else, then they come back to that maybe, But having said that, we also, because we professionally do it, so a lot of times basically the client, the kind of client you're working with, you have
Right.
to, cater to them. But I will say that music videos, automobile, is something that I want to do for my life.
Ah.
Is I can dedicate my entire life to do just these two genres basically. But having said that, I always aspire to do docu style web series maybe, or documentaries, and also like fiction films. And who doesn't want to do the ultimate goal for a filmmaker is to create a film,
Fiction.
feature film, and you can ask anybody. Everybody wants to make a film. So I think I will one day, hopefully, I will evolve into something that I'm able to, create a feature film of sort. Yes. And with Lumix cameras.
हमें ये तो समझ में आया कि लाइफ में फीचर फिल्म का कीड़ा कहाँ से आया, ये तो समझ में आया. बट ल्यूमिक्स कहाँ से आया?
So you know the story, but I will narrate it again for the audience. I'll tell you where it started from. So I don't know, a lot of people might not know the GH5 cameras. I bought two GH5 bodies with all the lenses. 25. The 100, 400 as well. Which was one of the most craziest lens for the Micro Four Third, and all the other lenses as well. So we were doing automobile shoots, and there was a lot of action happening in that. We wanted to do slow motion shoot. We wanted 10-bit footage. We wanted autofocus at that point of time. So all of that was introduced in the GH5.
Right.
So that's where the journey started. Then we realized that the colors were really amazing. Then we realized that the camera system is very reliable. You can depend on it. Basically, literally, you can just roll it off and just move out of there. It'll keep rolling until something or the other happens, like a natural calamity. It will keep rolling. So that's where we got introduced to Lumix. But one day our regional manager, basically Lumix manager, was like, you do good stuff, you should meet Hardeep San. You're here today and I'm here today. So I came to your office and we sat for like an hour or so.
Yeah.
And I was trying to show you my stuff, what I've done already, and you were like, wait, what do you want to do? You asked me. So I was like, sir, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do music videos, I want to do a lot of automobile films. And you were like, I kept on blabbering like I'm doing it right now. And he was listening to me. And suddenly, he said, okay, wait, I'm calling somebody, I'm giving you an S1 camera, take it home, and do something with it. And I remember, getting that camera from somebody in Noida, and it was on a junction. I was literally standing on a junction. A guy came in his two-wheeler, like, "Okay, Hardeep Singh said to give you this camera," and I was like, I was holding that camera, and मैंने एकदम से बोला, मैंने कहा, wow, this is worth, this is worth 2.53 lakh rupees at that point of time. And I was like, this guy, I met him for the first time. He's just given me like this camera, and you were like, and I got home. The first time I used full frame. That was the first time I used a full frame.
Right.
And it was really amazing. The picture quality, everything. I was addicted to it at a point where I was not using any camera other than that at all. My GH5 was just, lying around, or maybe somebody else was using it in my team. I wasn't using them. So I was using S1. Then came a time where, I had to return it because obviously it was loaned.
Yeah.
And so I think for 2 months I kept it. And after that, you were like, your team reached out to me. You were like, this camera has to go somewhere else. And I was like, can I keep it for like 14 days more? I want to do something with it. And you were like, okay. So I kept it for like 2.5, 3 months. And I created a lot of videos from it. And after that, there is no turning back. I bought the S1H after that. And I bought S5, like couple of S5s, then S5 2X, then S9, basically, then the story continues, basically, the full frame got me hooked. And especially, I want to really mention 3 main things why I got into Lumix. One, colors. I think the colors are really amazing, the skin, which I think a lot of other cameras cannot, I'll not say like all the cameras, but some of the other cameras are not able to get the skin right.
Right.
And where it standed out for me. Whenever I shoot something with Lumix, I'm like, this character feels alive.
Right.
It doesn't feel like a digital bit. Also, like S1H had that OLPF bit in it. So it felt more cinematic, so I was like, first thing was that. Second thing, IBIS. The in-body image stabilization.
Yeah.
Once, and I don't know if you guys know that, once you start using Lumix IBIS, you will hate every other camera. You will be like, ye hill kyun raha hai itna? Because the IBIS is beautifully made, and it's like, it is to help creators. Don't think about, what, that they have to do that ninja walk. People, when they use the IBIS for the first time of Lumix. Yesterday only I gave somebody the S9 to use, and he used it for the first time. He was like, bro, this feels like this is on a gimbal. So the second thing is that. Third is the reliability. From GH5 till today, S5 2X, S9, whatever, no camera has died on me. And this is what, because we have to also collaborate with a lot of people, and we work with extended teams. For example, if I'm shooting in Bangalore, a lot of people do not have Lumix kits, so they come up with different cameras, They face these difficulties of camera dying on them. And I'm not used to it.
Okay.
So you get me? Because I'm working with Lumix.
Yeah.
I'll share an incident with you. I was shooting in Ladakh. It was, and in the winters, basically, at Varila Pass, which is one of the most coldest and most desertiest pass ever. So basically, it was like minus 28 or 30 degrees.
Minus 28.
So minus 28 degrees. So I was at Varila Pass. So it was one of the most, and in winters, basically, and it's one of the most coldest and most desertiest, basically, that's the right word, pass ever. So it was minus 28 degrees.
My God.
Yeah. And I was shooting for a automobile brand, a two-wheeler OEM.
Okay.
And one of the riders crashed in front of me because there was like really thick ice he was riding on. He crashed. So the first thing that you think instinctively, once somebody crashes, basically you will help them.
You will help them. Yeah.
So, and I had a camera in my hand. It was S5. I literally dropped the camera in ice. I started helping them, recover.
Right.
So I pulled up the bike for him. I was just checking him out. It happened for like next 10 to 15 minutes. Basically, I
Okay.
was with him.
And the
I was
camera
just,
was lying on the
yes,
ice only.
on the ice. It basically literally got into the ice because it was on. So it was heating a little bit, you know.
Okay.
So it melted into the ice basically.
Mm-hmm.
Then after 15 minutes, basically when I checked him and I was like he's all right, you know, like he hasn't broken any bones and you know like he was all right. I suddenly realized I do not have my camera in my hand, and I just went back fast, you know, like that, and I was like, where the fuck is my camera? You know, like something, and I saw it basically inside in the eyes basically, you know, like, and you can imagine how would have I panicked. First of all, I'm at Ladakh.
Yeah.
I'm at a pass. I have to create a film
Create a
there.
film.
You know,
Yeah.
this is the only camera that I have
Oof.
with the only lens that I have because I can't carry too much when you are at
Right.
that point of, you know, like at that place. So I pulled out the camera. I switched it off first. The first instinct called me to just not use it, you know, like just switch off. I switched it off. I had a microfiber at that point, like a big microfiber. I cleaned it
Right.
because it was literally ice everywhere,
Yeah.
you know, the water everywhere. But dripping, the camera was literally dripping with water. So the second thing is I was in a car. I opened the heater. I basically kept the camera for like 2-3 minutes, but I can't, you know, like I was at a stage where I had to shoot. The light was
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
So I just prayed and I took a name. Basically, God, if you are there, please make this camera work right now. And I just opened it.
I think so. With you,
Huh?
the producer must be praying also.
Yes, everybody was like panicked basically because that was the only camera that I had. I switched it on and it worked.
Wow.
And we completed the shoot. We came back and I was like, wow. At that point of time, I didn't, you know, like think of those things. But when I came back, I was in my hotel room. It was like warm, you know, like, and I could have, you know, like I introspected, you know, like, agar Lumix nahi hota to, you know, like something of that
Yeah.
sort. So I think these are one of the most reliable cameras you can come across. It never dies on you. It basically, you have to literally there has to be a tsunami or a natural calamity or basically an earthquake or literally a landslide onto this camera to stop it rolling.
So, if you would like to, state Lumix in one sentence, what you would like to say? One sentence for Lumix that defines Lumix per se.
Partners for life.
That's amazing.
Because a camera is a partner, you know, like when you go out there and shoot, because there is a lot of funds that are being spent on whatever you are doing, you know. I've been to sets where like every hour is costing you around like 3 to 5 lakh rupees. The last thing that you want is basically the camera dying on you, you know, like, so you need something which is reliable. So that's what partners do, basically, you know, like they are reliable.
Very
They
nice
help
words.
you.
I
and
appreciate.
think-
Very nice words.
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah, please.
So, the first day that I met you, I don't know what you've seen in me or, you know, like whatever you have seen in anybody that you basically go out of your way. Rahul San, everybody, your entire team, basically, you know, like I don't know what you see in creators and you go out of your way to, you know, like help them, you know, like support them and whatever. Why do you do it? Why do you know, like support creators like us?
See, in any case, we get to meet a lot of people day in, day out. A lot of influencers meet, a lot of, like, we, in our day-to-day life, we have to meet, we have to judge from their discussions. And at the same time, we need to plan also. So a lot of things are there, that is going in our mind. There are certain things that we have to do. There are certain things which can be done by this, certain things over there. So then you have to evaluate, like, first of all, this meeting is fruitful or not.
Correct.
Ultimately, that
Very
is the most
practical
important.
point of view.
And then if it is fruitful, how it is going to help the business in general
Correct.
and the industry in particular. So, then you have to think that way. Like when I met you, we keep on meeting with a lot of content creators, and very less number of people are there who come with such organized thing, wherein they want to come and showcase their work. And then they say that, this is what we are planning to do with Lumix. So when that clarity of thought is there with us, then it makes easier for us to partner. As you said that partner is something like which is reliable.
Correct.
So you need to evaluate on that basis what they are bringing to us, where we can collaborate, where we
Correct.
can help each other, which will be the beneficial for not only us but for others also.
Correct.
So that is there, that goes to my mind. So in any case we have to collaborate. If we don't collaborate, we will not be paying anything to the industry. Industry has to grow over the period of time.
Correct.
Right. And if we do anything in that case, whatever best that we can do it with our resources, that can be done. So that is what we look forward to.
So basically, you're saying that, you're just not investing in people, you are actually investing in the culture,
Yes.
like.
I'll tell you one of the incident that I would like to share it.
Sure.
I'll not be naming in any case. There were one person who came to me and he said that in any case during the COVID period, because it was difficult for everyone to earn money out of it.
Correct, you're right.
And he said that I'm quitting. I'm planning to quit. I said no, there's no need, because this is the time that will be over in some time. So and then out of nowhere I said something like, you have this camera, shoot, and let's see how things work out. Let's create some content out of it. And he did that. And even today he's associated with photography full-fledgedly. So that's matlab, on a daily basis we keep meeting up people. So at the same time there are people who might be showing a lot of passion also, but at the same time those are hollow passions. So then also we have to evaluate that.
Yes.
So somewhere we make mistakes, somewhere we are the decisions may go right, may go wrong.
Correct.
That's another part of the story, but at least we have to take a call.
You're right.
That is what is expected out of us.
Absolutely.
So
You're actually empowering creators, basically.
that's what we are trying to.
Yeah. And I think that's what a organization which are into like producing cameras should do. Because very well said, sir. I think we've justified my question.
So you have to guide, how what will be your message for the young content creators, the young filmmakers who are coming into this world? What kind of message you would like to convey to them?
I'll just say that just start, just start creating. Because I remember when I did my first video, or maybe whatever you can say, the content piece, I was like, does people gonna like it? Or maybe, like, what will people think about me? Or whatever, like things like that. But I think the best message that you can give to somebody who is starting off is to just start, create, put it out there. Like, don't think of what people will say. Because there is this saying that everybody thinks that they're the center of this world, but it's not.
It's not.
Everybody is thinking of themselves. They do not have time to think about you. So you have to just go out there and start creating, man.
Take the baby steps and learn during the course of journey.
Of course,
journey is more important than destination. That's what normally people say.
Absolutely, sir. Very well said. And I think that's the thing. Basically, the journey is important.
Journey is more important.
Yeah. I have one more question.
Please.
So you have like a passionate team with you. All like your entire team is very passionate. Like when I talk to anybody in your team, it's like they talk with passion. They just don't talk, because I know how corporate structure works.
Yeah.
It's usually meetings, like professional talks, professional emails, and all that. And I've been there, like I've been into corporate spaces and I understand that. But specifically, the Lumix India team is very passionate. So, where does this passion comes from?
See, again, we meet, we greet, we evaluate, and if passion is not there, then the person will be working half-heartedly. So selecting, or as you said that you have been part of team evolution, where passion is the most important thing. Unless and until passion is not there,
Correct.
then they feel they are not part of that team. Somewhere down the line they will start feeling that it's better to leave this place.
Correct.
Same goes whenever we are hiring or when we are getting associated with anyone, passion is the foremost thing where we look forward to.
Correct.
If the person is passionate, then he'll put all his efforts. He will be giving 100% of his time, devotion, that kind of thing will be there. So that's what we look forward to. And that's something that drives, recognition that yes, we have done a good job. That's what they look forward to. So that's what I also think that is the most important thing for me to look in my team.
Very well put together, sir. And I think you guys are blessed with an amazing team.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So coming back to gears part.
Yeah.
So what is more important, gears or skills, or a mix of both?
It's a very tricky question because if I say skills are more important, then somebody with a not right tool will not be able to make that impact. But if I say gears are important, then basically skills, you won't be able to do anything with that gear, like if you don't have the skills. So both goes hand in hand. But if you want to say, you want to weigh both, and I will say skills are still a little more important than gear because gear is the secondary bit. The first thing is, do you have the skills
Right.
to tell whatever you are telling in terms of story, show whatever you want to show in terms of, do you have that mindset to do that? But after having said that, you need gears to complement that. If you have a camera that dies on you, you will never be able to tell that story. Yeah. So it goes hand in hand, but I think both matters. Both matters.
So it's a mix of both.
Yes, it is. A lot of times people say that gear don't matter. It's a lie. Gear matters.
So then what is next for you? What are your dreams that you are chasing now?
Sir, there are a lot of dreams, to be
One
honest.
which is most important for you right now.
So I'll tell you three, because
Right, done.
my entire bit is basically filled with the goals and the things that I want to achieve in life. And the first is basically, to team evolution, about team evolution, I want to develop it into a platform where literally, young talents can be seen, appreciated, and celebrated.
Right.
The one dream is that, and the deserving candidate, basically, not you put a lot of money onto somebody and you just blow off, not somebody who's really talented, should be there out there, basically, celebrated. The second is basically, with liberal arts productions, I want to literally tell stories that are meaningful, and just not people, nowadays, I don't want to blame anybody, but I get a lot of briefs from clients where they want to market stuff, market the product just to sake of marketing it. Just to putting it out there.
No messages.
No messages, no meaningful content. And even if you try to pitch that to a client, maybe it doesn't align with their marketing, messaging or marketing,
Right.
But having said that, there is a shift that is coming in. Now, earlier there used to be always agencies in between,
Right.
the client, then agency, then a production house.
Right.
But now, brands like Royal Enfield, they're directly working with production houses.
Okay.
So there is no Chinese whisper happening in between, The production house is basically pitching and aligning with the client, and basically they are creating. So the messaging, the content, and the ads that are coming out are more meaningful, is
Right.
what I can say. And the third dream will be to create a feature film, sir. And that too with the Lumix, because it's more than a decade. It's been more than a decade I've been, using these cameras. I want to create a feature film, like a real feature film, not just for the sake of creating a feature film, like a meaningful and an inspiring story, basically, and put it out there, for the world to see. This is my ultimate dream.
All our wishes to you for this thing.
Thank you so
All
much.
your three dreams should be captured as early as possible.
Thanks
And
so
we
much,
would
sir.
love to be part of that, dream.
Of course, sir. You will be.
That
You have
achievement,
to.
yeah. I must say, wishing you all the best for your dreams, especially the feature film. That's a big task in any
Yes,
ways.
it is.
And I am confident that you will definitely be able to achieve this thing. And any which ways, all the best to your complete team of Team Evolution.
Yes.
Who are part of this big family.
Yes. Thank you
Who
so
are
much, sir.
who are chasing their dreams with full passion. So
Everybody will be so happy listening to this at my dream.
all our wishes to you for that.
Absolutely, sir. And everybody should know one more thing, that we have already done a web series, by the way. We have done a 3-episode short series on Amazon MX Player. So we are getting there bit by bit,
Bit by
and it was
bit.
shot on Lumix, by the way.
So that's how you grow,
Yes.
baby steps and then bigger steps and strategizing on all those things. That's what corporate world have taught us.
Yes.
But all the best once again to
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. It's
Thank
been an honor sitting in front of you, talking to you,
My
and
pleasure.
you inspire me as well. In your team, Rahul sir and everybody, like we conversate a lot,
Yes.
and he keeps supporting me in whatever capacity he can, and I really want to thank like you, him, and the entire team.
It's been a great association with you so far.
Yeah.
And I look forward to many more, laurels to be achieved over the period of time.
Yes, we'll make it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. We all are dreamers, but some of us are achievers. And I think what distinguish dreamers from achievers is the dare to take on that dream. So I want to say that whoever is watching this right now, you should just go out there. Just think of what you want to achieve and just do it, like literally. And it's just not Nike slogan. Just do it.
Many thanks, Lakshya ji, for such a nice conversation. It was very nice talking to you, getting your insights on
Similarly, sir.
on this topic, and at the same time, I would like to thank everyone for watching this, and I hope you like this episode, and look forward to your support in this regard. Please don't forget to share, subscribe our channel for further information, and always remember to dare to dream.
Usually, sir has to say that line, but I'm saying this for this episode particularly. Thank you for watching, and basically, we've talked a lot about good stuff that might helpful for you guys. So just remember to always dare to dream, and thanks for watching, and also like, share, and subscribe if you like this content. And Lumix will get a lot of these stories to this channel.
We had a great time talking to Lakshya Khanduri for this episode. I am confident that you are going to like it. You can find this episode on our YouTube channel or any of the podcast platform that you love to listen to. And always remember, dare to dream.